It's right about time again to swerve again, confuse the general fans again. Add another swerve and then put it on a poll again. Put it on a poll again. Put it on the poll again. And our square to quad, it's gonna get emotional as I wait to
overbook the damn card.
I guess I'm losing confidence
Confidence in my competence.
Viscera's now president. Shoot,
Oh, shoot.
let's put the title
On the boot defends against the fruit. The fruit defends against my suits. But I swear to God,
It's gonna get emotional as I wait
to overbook the damn card. Oh, I wanna be. Is he drunk on the planet? On the planet.
On the planet.
I wanna be on the planet.
How about we put 7 men
In a 4-man tag.
Let's do the angle punks on crack. How about a title match? First to do 10 jumping
Bing Jacks.
will then receive
A title match.
Royal Rumble on
A
a
pole match.
Where
And I swear to God,
we've got grab on swivel and the way to overbook
the damn card. Yes, everybody. Welcome to Full Moon Attitude, bro. This is a live call-in show I do every Tuesday and Thursday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time. I am live on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/Vince Russo live. Troy, thanks for the bits. Please, guys, feel free to cheer bits, sub, resub, whatever you want to do to show your support to me and the brand during this show. I am also live on YouTube. So, guys, we are live on YouTube and Twitch. I am coming at you. This is a call-in show where I will take your calls from all over. I ask you to not call in until I give you the green light. I like to do a little talking up top, catch up with everybody, find out how everybody's doing. JB, thank you so much for the bits. Very, 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 very much appreciated. Guys, had a busy day today. I had to wake up this morning. Woke up this morning with a wine glass in my hand. Whose wine? What wine? Where the hell did I die? Must have been a dream. I don't believe where I've been. Come on, let's do it again. Do you feel like I feel? How you feel? That's a little Peter Frampton. Do you feel like you feel? But guys, I had a very busy day today. I woke up this morning. First thing I did was I finished watching AEW from last night. I could only watch an hour last night, so I watched the second hour this morning. After that, bro, I'm setting up some new shows for our YouTube channel, so I had to email a bunch of people, find out what's going on with their shows. We are really beefing up our YouTube channel. Guys, I'm asking you, please subscribe to that channel. It is absolutely free, and there are tons and tons and tons of content on the YouTube channel. Right after that, I did Time Out with the Disco Inferno, where I got in an argument with Disco. Right after that, we did Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Disco, where Disco proceeded to get in yet another argument with Jeff this time. So there was a lot of arguing with Disco this week. After that, I had a little bit of a break where I ate. As soon as I was done eating, I got with the great Stevie Ray. We did Black and White, which you guys can find on russosbrand.com. We did Black and White. After Black and White, I had a little bit of a break, but then I had to do a Patreon Castrating the Marks show with brand members on that show. You guys could be a part of Castrating the Marks. You just got to go to patreon.com/Russo TWC. I did that. After that, I had a little bit of a break, and here I am with full moon attitude, bro. So you guys can see we are busy. We are forever working with the brand. A lot going on in the world of sports entertainment. Guys, I got to be honest with you. Like, seriously, I am interested in nothing that happens on the shows. I lost interest in the content of the shows a long time ago. I don't give a shit about any wrestling show. Troy, thanks for the bits. The only reason I watch it, guys, is because it is part of my job to review the shows and give my opinion of the shows. I am not interested in any wrestling show. I don't care what it is. I'm not interested in any of them. However, I like talking about the news. I like talking about the the real world environment and what's going on, bro. You guys, like everybody and their grandmother, is testing positive for COVID right now over at the WWE. Some of that has to do with, bro, from what I understand, Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn were against anybody wearing masks on TV. So you got that crowd, bro, in a very, very close vicinity. The AEW crowd was in a very close vicinity last night. Nobody wearing masks, nobody social distancing. And guess what? Everybody's coming down with COVID. And, guys, you may think this was Disco's argument when you can ever get a word in edgewise, but this is Disco's argument. Disco's argument is, guys, they're young, virile wrestlers. Nobody's going to die. Guys, I understand that. That's not what I'm talking about, though. What I'm talking about, bro, is if you don't protect your talent, guys, if you don't protect your talent, hold on, again, a text message from Jeff. Let me just make sure everything's okay. If you don't protect your talent, guys are going to get sick and miss the show. Guys are going to get sick and miss the show. It's going to screw up the show. It's like all of a sudden you're recording Friends, and all of a sudden Joey and Phoebe aren't there one week because they're sick. So I do understand, bro, COVID really badly affects the elderly. I understand that. And I understand if you get COVID symptoms and you're young, especially if you're shape and you're a wrestler, you just got to go home and you got to incubate for a couple of weeks. I understand that too. But you're also missing the show, which doesn't make any sense to me. You are missing the show. Somebody's breaking news here. I'm reading here all over the place that Tessa Blanchard got let go from Impact. I do not know about this. There's somebody on Twitch, D-Man. D-Man's always hitting me with the news. And 90% of the time, I know what D-Man's talking about. I have not heard this story, guys. So let me see. As you guys can see, I'm going to see if I can go to Wrestling Inc. That's the only site I go to because my boy Raj, I like Raj. Raj is on there. Let me see if there is anything on here. I'm not seeing anything yet. Okay, Impact Wrestling terminates Tessa Blanchard contract. Let's read this, guys. Let's see what this is about. Impact Wrestling has hold on. These damn ad blockers, bro. Impact Wrestling has terminated Tessa Blanchard's contract and stripped her of the Impact World Championship, according to PWE Insider. That's Dave Scherer and Mike Johnson. Tessa was originally going to defend the Impact World title this anniversary on July 18th against Eddie Edwards, Ace Austin, and Trey. The match was going to be her first match since COVID-19. She's been stuck in Mexico due to the pandemic and missed several empty arena TV tapings. PW Insider also sports that Tessa was supposed to send promos from Mexico for a June episode of Impact, but she never sent them. Reportedly, there were even attempts made to get her to return and drop the Impact World Championship, but neither side would come to terms. Tessa Blanchard won the Impact World Championship earlier in January at the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. After defeating then champion Sami Callihan, she became the first woman to win the title. Below is Impact statement that was originally sent to Insider, PW Insider. Impact Wrestling confirmed that it has terminated friendship with Tessa Blanchard and stripped her of the Impact World title. Well, bro, that really doesn't tell us much. It really does not tell us what is going on there. So I'm not sure. I don't know if it was a money thing. We've heard some stories about Tessa Blanchard in the past. I don't know if they're true. I don't know if they're false. I do not know Tessa Blanchard, but there were some stories out there a couple of months ago about Tessa and some heat she had with other female wrestlers. So I don't know if that has anything to do with that. But guys, I got to be honest with you. Tessa Blanchard being let go from Impact Wrestling has no bearing on my life whatsoever. I don't know if it's a money thing. I don't know if it's a behavioral thing. I have no idea. Obviously I wish, Tessa well, she lands on her feet somewhere. She is very talented, but again, not knowing the circumstances, it is hard to say. But yeah, guys, a lot of people coming down with the COVID now. Yeah, I hear you, Potts. I'm with you. And man, I just don't think they did much to protect their talent, bro. And again, I'm going to go back to this like I go back to this all the time. Bro, there's no union. There's no union. So there's no protection for the wrestlers. So, the WWE, Vince McMahon is making all the rules and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. If Vince McMahon is saying, you can't wear a mask, on TV. Well, bro, you either put on a mask or you either go home. Apparently, a lot of people did not put on masks, and a lot of people now are coming up sick. And there is no protection for these people because, like I said, there is no representation. There is no union. And that's on the wrestlers, bro. That is on the wrestlers. A lot. There's been a lot of stops and goes with unions. I know that, Jesse Ventura was a big advocate of starting unions in wrestling. And, the story Jesse tells is that, he got stooged off to Vince McMahon, and that was the end of that. But there's always talk, bro. There's always talk about starting a union. And they don't start a union because they are afraid of Vince and they are afraid of consequences. But without a union, they are effed. They are effed because Vince McMahon will dictate everything to you, and you will either abide by what he says or you will walk out the door. I saw the Dixie Chicks change their name to the Chicks. That's what JB said. Isn't that misogynistic? Is that how I say that? Misogynistic? The Dixie Chicks felt that Dixie had bad connotations with the South. So now they're just going with the Chicks. I don't know. Bro, I don't know about that. The Dixie Chicks are making a comeback. It's going to be hard enough for them to make a comeback. But now they're going to have to make a comeback with a name change, which is going to be very confusing for people who don't know. They may not associate the Dixie Chicks with the Chicks. And I'm wondering, bro, so what does that mean? Does Dixie Carter change her name? Is Dixie Carter going to change her name now? Because, Dixie may have the word Dixie or the name Dixie may have connotations to when times were bad in the South. I don't know, bro. A lot of this stuff is getting out of hand. Today, me and Stevie Ray talked about, the Africa song by Toto. They want to ban that song, bro. Even Stevie Ray thought that was ridiculous. Bro, how far are we gonna take this stuff? Like just how far are we going to go with this stuff? I don't know, bro. It seems to get crazier every day. Yeah, Jason, I don't know if we can say whistling Dixie anymore. I use that expression a lot. Whistling, go whistle Dixie. I use that expression a lot. Go whistle Dixie. And I don't know if we can use that anymore. Freitagger brings up that Haim is better anyway. Freitagger, I am a huge Haim fan. And it's funny that you bring that up because Haim is releasing their new album tomorrow, bro, which I am looking very, very forward to. I like the group Haim. I like them very much. I saw them in Red Rocks right around this time last year. They are a group of 3 sisters that are very, very, very talented, great, great musicians. They all play a bunch of different instruments, and they are coming out with a brand new album tomorrow, which I am very excited to get. I will let you guys know how that is once I ask you about it. Can you ask Stevie about the winger shirt he wore in ECW? Bobby, what exactly do you want me to ask him? What would you like me to ask him? And D. Morello says it is his birthday. Happy, happy birthday, Mr. Morello. Now, JB, the last I checked, I think we can still say G Manitli. I don't think anybody has banned the term G Manitli. I took that term from my wife. When I was dating Amy in college, she would use that term G Manitli. Bobby says, I don't know if you know who Winger is. Of course I know who Winger is, bro. But what do you want me to ask Stevie about his shirt? Do you want me to ask Stevie if he's a Winger fan? I would have to think Stevie is a Winger fan if he's wearing a Winger shirt. I would have to believe that, right, Bobby? But just tell me what you would like to ask, what you'd like to ask him about the shirt. Mike Lancaster brings up Winn-Dixie. That is a supermarket. Winn-Dixie is a supermarket. Are they going to have to change the name of Winn-Dixie? John Texasuna wants to know, can we still say kiss my ass in Macy's window? Can is that still allowable? I don't know, John. I don't know. We are going to have to find out. Troy, with a couple of 100 cheers. Guys, like I said, please feel free to cheer. Remember, we are the BBS. We are the brand broadcasting system. Guys, I rely on you for contributions. I don't rely on advertisers and sponsors because the minute SJWs go crying, we, all the way home, sponsors and advertisers drop you like hotcakes without even asking any questions. So I don't believe in that route. I believe in the route of for the people and by the people. You guys can judge. You guys don't need people to tell you what to listen to, what not to listen to, what you think is funny, what isn't funny. Razor Sharp, thanks for the bits. In other words, if I say something that you deem offensive or that you don't like, you can make the decision. And not only that, bro, you could even ask me about it and we can have a conversation about it. So I much rather put my future and the future of my family and the future of the brand. I much rather put my future in your hands. And you can make a rational decision. You could ask me questions if anything ever surfaced. And you guys know that I will always be 100% honest with you. John, Texas Sooner, thank you so much for the bits. Very, very, very much appreciated. All right, guys, let me get my glasses. I'm going to go to the phone. Guys, I'm going to go to the phone. Now you can call in. Here is the number, guys. The number is 720-383-4545, bro. 720-383-4545. Guys, we can talk about anything. I am open to talking about everything and anything that you want. New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. All right, hold on, bro. Let me get this, guys. Hold on. Hello, hello, hello. Who is this?
Hey, this is Dave. How's it going?
Dave,
Russo.
Dave, what's going on, my friend? You calling from Canada, huh, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm just chilling.
Hey, Dave, let me ask you a question. Is there craziness going on in Canada right now like there is in the United States, bro? Is it just nuts, or are you guys a bit more calmer than what's going on here?
Where I'm at, it's pretty calm over here. There's not much going on, but there's a lot of closures. The same here.
Yeah. What was there?
Like that.
Was there a lot of protesting, bro, and that type of stuff a couple weeks ago?
Not over here where I'm at. I'm in West Coast, Vancouver. So no, it's pretty calm over here.
Bro, that's beautiful country, man. Bro, how close is Vancouver to Calgary? Is that close or no?
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's just one province over.
Yeah, man. I went to Calgary. I went to Calgary when I was with the WWE. I'll never forget how beautiful it was, man. What a beautiful, beautiful country up there. Are you born and raised there, bro?
Yeah, born and raised in Ontario. Actually, I moved over to the West Coast though.
Yeah. What do you do for work, Dave?
I work at the bank. I'm just doing some bank work, teller work.
Are you at work? I mean, are you open now? So you're going to work every day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, bro. Well, Dave, calling all the way from Vancouver, is there anything you wanted to ask me, bro? Anything you wanted to talk about? I'm an open book, bro. Anything you want to bring up?
Yeah, absolutely. About this whole COVID thing, especially in the States, right? Like, you guys have in your Declaration of Independence, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys have unalienable rights. For example, the right to pursue happiness.
Right.
And I feel that that's being taken away from you guys in a communistic way, and it's being redistributed for the benefit of others. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Dave, I don't like the mandatory. I don't like that. And more states now are making it mandatory that when you are in public, you wear a mask. I don't like that, bro. Like, I don't mind if I go to a store and, the store says, we want you to wear a mask. But I don't have a problem with that because I look at it this way. It's your store. It's your rules. I'm not going to be in there for hours upon hours. So if you want me to wear a mask in your store, I don't have an issue with that. If I don't want to, I don't go into the store. It's that simple. But once you make it mandatory, bro, and, okay, bro, now you leave your house and wherever you go, you've got to wear the mask. I've got a big problem with that, bro. I think we've been going through this pandemic long enough that we know where the threats are. We know, where the danger is. Bro, if you're walking into a Target and there aren't a lot of people and you're clearly 6, 10, 15, 20 feet away from other people, you're not in harm's way. So, right now I'm in Colorado and that hasn't come down here yet, bro, where it's mandatory. But if it is, bro, I do believe that I would have a problem with that.
Well, the mandatory vaccines are coming, that's for sure. Have you heard of all the technology coming with the vaccine?
Yeah,
like
bro.
There's a new,
yeah, I've
a new patent. Like, your viewers can check it out. I'll say it. I know it by memory. It's patent number WA/2020/060606/A2, and that's a cryptocurrency biological link, and that's going to allow like a way for you to transfer money through your body, and that's going to be added to another technology called ID 2020. It's going to have all your personal information, and then the vaccine is already known to be using an enzyme called luciferase, which allows the vaccine to be externally scanned. So we know that about it already. And also, the base of the vaccine is something called remdesivir, which sounds to me like a lot like remdesivir, like rapid eye movement, state of sleep receiver, which is pretty shady. And that's being manufactured on street number 333. And I don't trust that one too bit,
Yeah, no, David, I know. Yeah, David, talking to, Ben and Stevie and knowing the Horsemen. I mean, this is all stuff that, I always hear. And bro, I don't,
beast, man.
Yeah, I know, bro. And that's why I cannot see myself getting a vaccination. But again, it's going to come down to, okay, bro, if I don't get it, what limitations are they going to put on me? What freedoms are they going to, try to take away from me? What's that?
Been about all the guillotines they bought.
Oh my!
Like 5-10 years ago, the American Army purchased a whole bunch of new state-of-the-art guillotines with like hydraulic presses for the things to come down super quick.
Oh my God. I got to ask the boys about that. That one I have not heard. But listen, David, I'm in my basement. It's midnight. There are no lights on. You're scaring the shit out of me, David. But I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you go. But I thank you for calling and smartening me up, David.
Love you, Vince.
All right, bud. Man. Take care. Yeah, bro, I got to be honest with you. 5 years ago, you would get a call like that and you would think David's crazy, bro. Oh my God, hold on, it's Vito. You would think the guy's crazy, but bro, there's a lot of talk about these things.
Voicemail, press 2.
Hello? Hello?
What's going on, bro?
Vito, what's going on, bro?
Not much. How's everything?
Bro, can you turn that down in the back? I could hear the gimmick in the back.
I am doing fine. How's everything with you?
All right. What are you at work, bro?
I am at work. I'm watching the show. I just got the COVID update, so I'm up to date now.
Oh, hey, let me ask you a question, Vito. For guys listen to the show on YouTube and Twitch, this is the great Vito LaGrasso. You guys all know Big Vito. Big Vito worked everywhere, bro. WCW, ECW, TNA, WWE. I've known Vito for 30 years. Vito, you don't seem like the type of guy to me where if the government comes down with a mandatory vaccination that you have to get this vaccination, it's mandatory. Bro, I can't see anybody telling Big Vito he has to do anything. Bro, how would you feel about that if this vaccination came down? You've got to have this vaccination, and the reality of it is you really don't know what's in this. Do you get the vaccination?
I would put it off as long as possible until I see some results of what happens to people. And you know what? You never know what they're injecting into your body, especially if it's in different parts of the world and different parts of the country. And since we got this COVID-19 going around, how do we know that the vaccine is not contaminated or been messed with in any way? So you really don't know what's going down with this.
Yeah, no, bro. It's the whole thing is crazy. Bro, how about this, Vito? I was, reading a lot today, bro. You heard everybody now is coming down with COVID at the WWE. They started testing. Everybody's testing positive. But bro, then I'm reading stories about the mandate came down from Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn that they didn't want anybody wearing masks on camera. So, bro, they had all these people. They had the NXT people in the crowd. They had some fans in the crowd. Bro, you know what it is working backstage, Vito. You're working very, very closely with people for like 10, 12 hours. So, bro, everybody is this close working together at the performance center. No masks, no social distancing. And now, bro, like everybody is coming down with this COVID in the WWE. What do you think about that, bro?
Well, it's like, standard WWE protocol. They run things to the limit and they get away with what they can to produce their product. And this goes with, we could talk about the concussion protocol. We could talk about drug testing. We could talk about alcohol. We could talk about rehab. And now we're talking about the COVID-19. I don't think they've been honest with everybody because they were supposed to be testing people with the kits. And they said testing people was taking the temperature. That's not testing people. They're trying to abide by all the rules and regulations that go along with this. They got stung here, and now they have everybody testing positive. How many will they hide? How many will come forth? And it just seems like the boys and girls who work for the WWE Universe are the ones posting on Facebook instead of the WWE releasing the names of the COVID-19. The problem I have with it is if they can out the people who failed drug tests and go to rehab, why aren't they outing the people who have COVID-19? That's a good point to make.
That's a great question, bro. I mean, yeah, every time somebody gets suspended for steroids or, painkillers or whatever, they make a public statement. Why wouldn't you? That's a great question. I can't answer that. Why do you think?
Well, being that it's a worldwide thing and pandemic, it's and the state of Florida was donated $18.7 million, $20 million by Linda McMahon and the government for the WWE to be an essential in the state of Florida. Now, if they paid all this money and they're supposed to abide by the rules so they can continue doing their programming, hey, I mean, everybody's got their loopholes. But now that they try to pull a fast one, I think the fast one is coming back at them, and it's karma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you do bad, you get bad. When you try to do things wrong, you get wrong. Now you're looking at people who are being infected, not only on the job, but they're taking it home with them. You look at the case of John Moxley's wife, who just had been diagnosed with it, and because they're married and they're home in Las Vegas, he is in contact with somebody who was not being protected properly. What does that do for him? Now he has to miss work. Then possibly you have two people that are going to be infected, let alone where they go and the people they are infecting if they're contagious, right? And I know I've been on Nia Jack about her TikToking, but you see all the TikToking and the horseplay with no masks on, but they're all, having a good time and doing it at the performance center. And then everybody now is getting sick. What happens when Nia Jax gets sick and she's there? Is everybody going to do a TikTok in her name? It's not a game. It's not funny. Where there's a protocol that people need to provide, need to follow the rules. And it just doesn't seem like the WWE follows the rules. They march to their own beat and to their own drum.
Well, Vito, I was just talking about this before you came on, and you know this as well as I do, bro. Bro, until there's a union, they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do, and 95% of the wrestlers are just going to fall in line. And, bro, we always come back to the same point. All these things that we go through, you were heavily involved in the CTE thing, and now, COVID. I mean, it always comes back to there's no union. They have no power. So they're either going to fall in line, they're either going to do what Vince tells them to do, or they're going to leave. and none of them leave. So, again, bro, God, I remember talking about you. I remember in the 70s, bro, they were talking about the same shit. And here we are in 2020, and there's still no protection for the boys.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is everybody talks about leaving and how disgruntled they are, right? But when you're making a couple $100,000, you're making six figures. Where are you going in today's wrestling business to make that kind of money? You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So you have to stay put and you have to stick with it. Now, in some of the cases where some of the guys and gals got released and they're being rehired at a half price basis, like you say, okay, you kind of screwed. You got to take a job. You got to make a living. So instead of 200,000, you're making 100,000. Still pulling six figures, but it's not as cushy as 200,000. So, I mean, they're in a no-win situation there. And like you said, until a union and things are in place, things will keep rolling along. I wish I could head the union on this and be the spokesperson for it, because, I would stick up for the boys and girls, and everything would be fair. And it's not about taking advantage. It's just having a program in place where everybody can live comfortable and get along.
Yeah. All right, Vito, bro, go back to work. I'm going to let some other people call in. Bro, thank you so much, Vito, for the insights. Bro, just so you know, I didn't get any call yet. You know what that means.
You didn't get no calls?
No, not yet.
Well, I have to tell you what. I mean, you're looking jacked on TV right now.
Oh, yeah. No, bro, come on, look at that. Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All right, Vito, bro, I love you, bro. Bro, I'll give you a call tomorrow.
All right, give me a call tomorrow. Take care, guys, and thank you very much.
All
Bye-bye.
right. The great Vito
from
Lagasso, bro. Let's see who this is. And this is Andrew, I think.
To accept.
Andrew.
Hey,
What's up, Andrew? Where you calling me from?
Pennsylvania, man.
Where in Pennsylvania, bro? Hershey?
Nah.
Allentown?
No, from there.
Allentown?
Yeah, Allentown.
Well, we're living here in Allentown. SoCal Chris, thank you so much for the donation on YouTube. I appreciate it very much. Troy, thank you. What is up, Andrew? What do you want to talk to me about, bro?
All right, here's a question.
Go ahead,
I think
Andrew.
you'll like this question.
Go ahead.
You're a big Howard Stern guy, right?
Bro, I got to tell you, I'm kind of losing a lot of faith in Howard, bro.
Oh, yeah.
My fandom is dwindling quickly, especially the way he's handling this COVID. He's coming across like a bro. I mean, come on, the guy won't leave his house. I mean, man, bro, he's showing me a side during this that I don't understand it, bro. He's believing everything he's seeing on TV. He's believing everything they're telling him. He's not doing any research into this. He's been very, very disappointing to me. That's my opinion during this COVID. But what did you want to ask me about Howard?
This isn't. I mean, just based on the show. I'm not a huge listener of the show, but I mean, I got into watching a lot of Beetlejuice videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that guy's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. I work with Beetlejuice, bro. Yeah.
I want to ask you about that. How'd that work? Because I watch videos of people like giving them direction of things to say, and it seems like the hardest thing in the world. How the hell did you do it?
Bro, that's exactly it. It was very, very, very hard. And I remember vividly, and I've told this story before. Bro, we had a deal where Jeff Jarrett was supposed to lay Beetlejuice out with his guitar, and it was going to be on live TV. And Jeff was very, very concerned that Beetlejuice was not going to sell the guitar. And if he didn't sell it on live TV, Jeff is old school. Jeff was afraid that it would have killed his gimmick. So Jeff was afraid he wasn't going to sell it. So, bro, I gotta be honest with you. I think when Jeff hit him with that guitar, Jeff literally hit him with everything he had to make sure Beetlejuice sold it. I really think Jeff did. And bro, Jeff gave him the El Cabongo, and I mean laid Beetlejuice out. And bro, whether it was a shoot or not, I don't know, but I do remember that Beetlejuice sold it like $1 million.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, bro, I'll never forget that. Jeff was so concerned that Beetlejuice was going to kill the gimmick.
No, I don't blame. Was he just backstage was he just the same way he was on the show?
Oh yeah, bro, they all were. All those guys, bro, were what you see on the show. I got to work with let's see, who was there? Hank. Hank was freaking loaded within the first 15 minutes. You know, crackhead Bob was alive back then. He was there. You know, Fred was there. Yeah, bro, those guys, it wasn't an act. I mean, that's who they really were, you know?
That is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. That's so funny to think about.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, thanks for calling in, bro. I hope you call in again, man.
Yeah, man. God bless.
All right, take care. God bless, bro. Andrew from Allentown. Guys, the phone line is open. 720. I got to memorize this number. 720-383-4545. Guys, feel free to call in. 720-383-4545. Troy is giving the number. Yeah, rest in peace, Hank, bro. Bro, I swear, he was 3 sheets to the wind 15 minutes after he showed up. I'll never forget it, bro. Do you still have the Barry Bonds jersey you wore Bash at the Beach in 2000? I do not, bro. I actually auctioned it off on Twitch. I do not have that anymore. Hello, who's calling?
This is Josh, man. This is
Potsy. What's going on, man?
Hold on, the wife's working on waking Whitney up. We're waking Whitney up for you,
Oh
man.
my gosh, bro! It's late for Whitney.
Yeah, she's off school. I'm off for 10 days. I'm 4 sheets to the wind. We're gonna get her up.
Potts, why?
Ahead, man.
Why are you off for 10 days? What's going on, man?
Because I take the week off for the 4th of July, back in January, and we're going to go back to normal on Monday. So I kept my week vacation. So even though they're not doing the fireworks around here, but I kept the week just to take some strain off my mom and dad.
Oh, well, that's nice, bro. Bro, you must have one hell of a barbecue on the 4th of July, huh, bro?
Yeah, normally, yeah, we do all kinds. You know, the funny part about my mom loves to tell this story. When I used to DJ, I brought all my stuff down to my mom and dad's one year because they shoot the fireworks right in the field by the high school near my parents' house, and the cops come to all the intersections near there. I played Bad Boys, you know, the theme from the show, and the cops started dancing. They still tell that story to this day, like it's so funny.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Dancing to it. Bobby, you want to talk to Vince? Oh, hold on, she's stirring here.
Whitney,
here, talk.
Whitney.
Hi.
Whitney, what are you doing up this late, Whitney? What are you doing up this late?
I wanted to go to sleep because I thought Daddy would call you, so that's why I'm staying up.
Whitney, what are you doing to keep busy? Tell me what you got going this summer. You've been home for a long time now. What are you doing to keep busy?
I'm just been having my iPad and watching TV.
Are you getting to see a lot of your friends, or you don't get to see them that much?
No, I don't get to see him much.
Oh, that stinks. What about gymnastics? No gymnastics is going on right now?
It starts next week.
Oh, well, that'll be good. At least you can go to gymnastics, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been doing on your iPad? Have you been playing games or watching movies? What have you been doing on it?
I've been playing games.
What have you been playing? What's the hot game right now?
Roblox.
Roadblock. I've not heard of that one. Tell me what that's about.
there's a lot of games in Roblox, and you can play other kinds of them.
What about, I know a big one for a while there was Animal Crossing. Were you playing Animal Crossing?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah,
Now, what's better, Animal Crossings or Roadblock? Which one you like better?
I would say maybe Animal Crossing.
Oh, Animal Crossing. All right, listen, Whitney, I got to get you to go to bed. It's way past your bedtime. You got to go get your beauty sleep. You know what beauty sleep is, Whitney?
Yeah.
The more you sleep, the more beautiful you get as you grow up. So you got to go get your beauty sleep, Whitney.
Okay.
All right, hey, listen.
So
Yeah, maybe we could see each other on Saturday. I think I do my video call this Saturday.
oh, is it this Saturday?
I think so, bro. Yeah, I think Saturday's the 27th. Yes, I think, or the 26th, I think. Yeah, it's this Saturday. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Hey, are you gonna come to Vegas in September with us or what?
Man, bro, who know? I mean, bro, like every time you think it's okay to do something, the cases keep rising, man.
I hear you, and I didn't want to book it at first. My sister was pushing me because she wants to go. You couldn't pass up $200 a person, so that's why we did it.
Yeah.
At this, hopefully by September we'll be all good. But you got to go, man. Even if we just hang out for a little bit, we'll do a show.
Yeah, and I mean, Potts, you know, the thing with me is too, like worst case scenario, bro. It's only like an 8-hour drive for me here, and that's what I probably would do. I would probably drive there. You know what I mean?
I do 16 hours when we're plowing, so I hate driving anymore. My work has jaded me on trees, leaves, and snow. So 8 hours sounds horrible, but I hear you what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. All right, Potsy, listen, man, go get some rest. Enjoy the time off, bro.
Right on, brother. We'll check in with you through the week.
All right, Potts, thanks for calling, man.
Here, man.
All right. The great Potts, everybody. Potts is a longtime great member. For those listening for the first time on YouTube, guys, it's a family at the brand, man. We're 6 years strong. We all know each other, bro. We all hang out. It's a very, very family-like atmosphere. Guys, feel free to join the family, man. We got an open door policy. Everybody is welcome. The only thing that I ask is that we all respect one another. That's it. That's the only thing I ask. Okay, we got a call from Green Bay, one of my favorite cities in the world, bro. Who is this? Hello?
Hey, Vince, it's David in Wisconsin. How are you?
David, what's going on, man?
Man, I had to call in. You've had a few other Davids than Daves the last few shows.
Man, a lot of Davids, a lot of Daves calling in. What's on your mind, bro? Do you want to ask me anything?
Yeah, bro. So this is what I was thinking. The guy from Australia made me think of this because he's getting dating advice from you, which, I mean, I would trust you with dating advice as well. But I think you have a little different perspective being married for so many years. So I'm just wondering, from your perspective, I mean, when you were a young guy in your 20s, going to college and stuff, did you always plan on getting married young and having kids, or how'd that kind of fall into place?
Man, David, that's a great question, bro, because I didn't, bro. My plan was I was going to go to college, I was going to get my degree, and then I was going to go to Hollywood. That was the plan, bro. I was going to park myself in the middle of Hollywood, and I was going to make it as a writer. I mean, that was the game plan. Bro, it's funny because when I went away to college, I went to, Indiana. It was a small town in Indiana, Evansville, Indiana. And bro, like, because I was from New York, like I was the big deal there. And like a lot of women were, drawn to me. And, I wound up, dating, a few girls. And bro, like, I got to tell you, I was probably in my junior year. And I just got so tired of like just dating different girls and stuff. And And I just got to the point where I'm like, you know what, bro? It's either going to be somebody that I'm serious, or like I'm just going to stop dating for a while because I was just tired of it, you know? And bro, sure enough, like I met my wife, you know, and that's when I met Amy, and you know, we started dating, and it was time for me to graduate and leave. So like I had a choice to make. It was like, well, you know, you either end this and you go back to New York and do your thing, or, you know, you get engaged and you plan to get married, and then you change your life accordingly. Like, and that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So with today's dating, you know, because you said you were tired of dating so many, you know, girls, seeing them here and there. That's kind of like with today's dating. There's so many like apps to meet each other, and I know that you have, you know, kids who are younger. Your daughter, I think, is younger than me even. So it's like, do you ever give advice to her or her friends just about how to navigate that, or what do you think you would have been like with the social media and the
Man, bro,
that
that's a good question, man. I mean, that's a really good question. It is so different today with all these apps and the way you go about meeting people. And man, bro, I just got to tell you, man, if it were me, I just would have a real hard time trusting anybody. Like, how do you know if, you know, they're being truthful on their apps? How do you know what their background is? I mean, you know, the catfishing goes on and all that kinds of things. Man, bro, if it were me and I was 20 something years old today, bro, I would probably still do it the old fashioned way. And I would have to meet somebody in person, you know, whether it was at school or at a movie theater or whatever the case may be. A friend knows somebody. Man, bro, I think I would go old school. I don't think I would go down the road of technology. And bro, maybe that's because I'm so jaded with the wrestling business. When you're in wrestling, you just don't trust anybody. So maybe I'm just a little jaded, but I think I would definitely be old school, man.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And I think from my kind of going through my 20s here, I still think that the easiest way just to have that instant connection with somebody is in person. You know, whether it's girls that I met at college and we had mutual classes together, you have those immediate icebreakers, or if it's mutual friends or you're at a friend's mutual party, you know. So I think the dating apps are great to connect people, but I still think, you know, even as people get more and more into technology and younger generations learn communication, I still think that in person is where you can immediately, get a connection with anybody, really.
Well, you know, though, David, you know what I would be worried about in this day and age? Like, and bro, I'm sure you know the answer to this. Like, bro, can you even meet women at work anymore? Or like, do you have to be so careful and so guarded with, you know, sexual harassment at work and all that stuff? I mean, is meeting somebody at the workplace, is that off limits in this day and age?
Well, so my understanding, I mean, it's pretty much off limits, especially if you're in a higher position than someone else.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty much just a done deal. Then I was even careful at college in terms of like, if there were certain group projects we were working on, you know, I feel like you just need to be really careful dipping your toes into the water of situations because of the climate. You know, and I've been out of college for a few years, but just in general, I think you don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. And then, like you said, just the politically correct world, you know, I think people can take it the wrong way. So I don't think I would ever pursue anybody that I work with.
Yeah, I guess, bro, the safest thing at this point, bro, I would think the safest thing is somebody setting you up with somebody they know. You know what I mean, bro? If you know somebody close to you, you know, a friend, and they know of somebody they can vouch for, they know their background, that to me in this day and age is probably the safest bet.
You're right. From the factors, you know what's sticky about that though, Vince, is it's kind of like if it doesn't work out and they're mutual friends, then it's like, how do you go back and tell your close friend?
Yeah, like, no, I know. That sucks, bro. I hear you. That sucks, man.
And sometimes it's a big compliment, you know, if they're trying to introduce you to somebody cool, then you know they think a lot of you. But sometimes it's the reverse too.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, bro, they're out there. You just got to find them. But it's, man, I could understand in this day and age, it's kind of like going through a minefield, because you just, man, you got to protect yourself today. You just don't know, man. You know, like that's my mindset, man. You just, God, I hate to say it, man, but you just cannot trust anybody, bro.
Well, Vince, I mean, you know, it is cynical to say it, but it's like I can't even. I've thought about if I were famous, you know, the amount of paranoia I would have when it came to a whole multitude of things in today's world, but especially dating. You know, there's I can tell you this, being where I live, Aaron Rodgers, back when he was young and was just drafted by the Packers, he was about 15 years ahead of this. He would go to college parties in the area and he would not take pictures with girls. And I remember that trickled through and people thought it was the weirdest thing. And 15 years later, I'm thinking, wow, you know, that guy was ahead of his time in terms of I'm not even going to be seen at these parties with
yeah,
people that want to.
Bro, I remember having a conversation with Savage, bro. Like, you know, this was probably like 1995. You know, him and Liz had already, you know, gone their separate ways. But I remember having a conversation with him, and I was like, bro, how do you go out? Like, you know, here's a guy that was so recognizable and so unique, like he couldn't hide it. And I'm like, my God, bro, like, how do you go out? Like, everywhere you go, you know, there's got to be women, you know, flaunting all over you, bro. They know you've got money. You know, they know they know, you know, who you are. You've got fortune, you got fame. And like, man, I don't know. Like, if I was one of those guys, man, bro, I don't know how they decipher. Okay, I could trust this one. This one's after my money. This one wants to blackmail me. I just don't know how they decipher that. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally. Did Savage? I don't know what year this was, if it was WWF or WCW, but did Savage tell you anything about?
Yeah, bro. He did. He just told me, you know, like that. You know, he's aware of that. And bro, Savage was kind of a paranoid guy to begin with, and he was smart. Savage was smart, bro. And, you know, he got it. You know, he got it. So, like, I'm sure he was very, very protected because he understood. But I mean, my God, bro, you see what's happening today with all these 20-something-year-old kids in the wrestling business and all this shit coming out because they don't know. You know, all of a sudden they get this little taste of fame and, you know, they're sleeping with this one and that one. And these people, you know, might not have the best intentions. And, you know, boom, bro, all of a sudden their career's over at 25 years old. But Savage was a lot smarter than that, bro.
Yeah. And you know what's so weird about some of the things in the news recently is like even like Sammy Guevara, like, and I don't, you know, I just casually follow AEW, but it's like I just don't know why a guy like that, like, I know they're young, but it's like, where's the common sense to just make a comment like that? Yeah. Whether people think he should be suspended or not, it's just like, why, you know, he should have just tried to talk to her if he was interested in her, you know?
It is, bro.
Making comments like that, it's weird.
Yeah, bro, it's exactly what you said. It is common sense. And bro, like, I know he was only 22 at the time, but bro, at 22, you've got to know you can't publicly say something like that. I mean, you know, bro, 22 is not 15. It's 22. And yeah, bro, a lot of these guys get themselves in trouble because there is just no common sense. You're dead on, David. Well, bro, keep me posted. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man, great. Oh, no. That I was just going to put a final thought on that, man. I see that it's midnight here, and I just appreciate the conversation as always.
Yeah, keep me posted, bro. But you know, again, like, you know, I would just say, because I know I would just tread carefully, bro.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right, David. Take care, man. That is my friend David. I talk to David all the time from Green Bay. Guys. Guys, it is that time again.
It's right about time again to swerve again, confuse the general fans again. Add another swerve and then put it on a poll again.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me here tonight, bro. We do this every Tuesday, Thursday night. Full Moon Attitude, 12 to 1 Eastern. Guys, I appreciate the calls. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate just respecting each other and acting like responsible human beings. You guys know I'm open to talking to anybody. And I love talking to you guys. We are all here. We are all connected in one way or another. So, guys, I want to thank you. Guys, let's see. Tomorrow morning at about 10 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be on twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live with a little AEW review with PJ Polanco tomorrow morning, guys. I'll give you like the first 10 or 15 minutes. You guys can join us. Guys, thank you so much. Please check out russosbrand.com and patreon.com/Russo TWC. Guys, take care. Have a good night. God bless.